What up, guys? This is Casey is Raw again, and this is talking about wrestling again. The whole situation I was talking about Jeff Hardy, I also wanted to talk about the whole thing with Vince McMahon and, you know, him with the hush money. So, I didn't think there would be anything more would come out for a little bit. What's wild, the very next day, we hear Vince McMahon steps down as CEO and chairman of the WWE. That shocks the hell out of me. Now I'm wondering, what about John Laurinaitis? He's part of this as well. I mean, is he gonna has to resign his position? My whole situation, how I feel about it, it's kind of like how Bill Clinton lied about a blowjob from his assistant. And I think America really blew that out of proportion. I mean, it shouldn't be our problem. We should not be like, oh, we should worry about what's going on between the president and this one woman if there's no filing charges against one or the other. So I'm like, you know, even though an affair is a marriage crime, an affair is not an actual crime. Yeah, you could say what Clinton did. He did. I don't even think he perjured, though, too. I mean, I don't think he was in court when he said that. And if he did, then that's just, okay, that's perjury. Then still, I don't think that should be a slap on the wrist right before that. But as Vince McMahon and John Laurinaitis with this one woman, I mean, the only thing I could see, someone brought up a good point when I was listening to a show about it, that they're gonna look into, the biggest problem is when that woman went from $100,000 a year to $200,000 a year when they when the whole relationship got started. Then I can see, okay, why did she really get promoted? She get promoted right because she had sex with Vince and John Laurinaitis? Or did she really earn her spot to get that? So that's the biggest thing I see right there. Because, one, if it's a private company, then this wouldn't matter. It wouldn't have been a big deal. But because it's a public company, that's why it is a big deal. Because if this woman didn't really earn to have double her salary raised up, then they need to account for why she did that. Like, the whole thing was, what I heard, the hush money came from Vince McMahon's personal funds. So, it's not like he took it out of WWE and, you know, took out, like, petty cash and paid her money. It came out of his own pocket. So, that's And the woman didn't even come out she's not the one who leaked this stuff out because she signed an NDA. She would have broken an NDA if she leaked this out herself. And I think in what they were saying that it was a friend, either I was hearing it was the friend leaked it out, or I was hearing someone on the board who wanted Vince out leaked it out. They'll leak this information out to the Wall Street Journal. I mean, that's a good way to get Vince out of the picture. But, I mean, well, it gets, to me, I think it's more a black eye, because there's no sexual assault, no sexual harassment reported, no rape reported, and it was, she said that it was consensual. So, to me, I do see Vince regaining control of CEO and chairman after this is pretty much done and over with. But they were saying there's other NDAs that Vince has. So, I mean, it was first leaked out from an email on March 30th. And then Stephanie McMahon took some time off, and now she's named interim CEO and chairwoman. I feel like she probably is the best person to take over. You still want the family to have power over the WWE. Once you give power over to someone who has no money into the company, like, I mean, like someone like Nick Khan, he might have stock into the WWE, but he's not an owner. Like right now, like I hear Vince has either 87% or 88% voting power. So I'm like, and then how much does Stephanie still has? How much does Triple H have? How much does, like, you know, Kevin Dunn, you know, has stock in that? So, it's interesting. I didn't figure we would hear about the hush money, and then the very next day we would hear about Vince stepping down, and then also tonight he will be on SmackDown, and I'll have to get this to Joe Cronin about this, where he's saying that he thinks it's going to pull a number on that, and I think he's right. I mean, people's going to want to hear what Vince has to say. I'm hearing that Vince is going to be in character on SmackDown. I'm like, I don't know. I'm like, how could you go into character about this? You kind of almost had to bring it up. Like, it's going to be interesting to see if Vince admits to this stuff, or, you know, what's his plans for the future. Like, he's honestly made for the rest of his life. His children obviously has money. They don't have to work for the rest of their lives. They can retire and be good for the rest of their lives. And probably the same thing with their kids, be okay. And I think even their grandkids might be okay for a little bit. So, it's not like what the McMahon's going to do. They got plenty of money. Even if, let's say, the whole thing of Triple H situation, Triple H has enough money. He's good forever. So, I don't know. It just seems like it's wild right now. But what sucks that he didn't step down as creative. So we're not gonna see any good, like any major changes on the product. So we're gonna still get the crap product because it's still Vince is head of creative. He still wants his fingers in it, even though now he's no longer running the show. He shouldn't even be behind creative. But my phone's actually saying it's hot right now. But I might be losing you guys in a second because it was 102 degrees when I got in my car this afternoon. Now it says 95. But I'm gonna try to see if I can fix that. But sorry about that. That's beside the point. So it's gonna be interesting tonight. I hadn't really sat down and watched SmackDown in a while because you really don't need to know what the hell's going on with SmackDown. I mean, it's to the point, it's almost the brand split doesn't even matter anymore because you got the unified WWE Championship, you got the unified Tag Team Championship. But watch, I'll bet money. He's either going to start the show, or he's going to come at the very end of the show to pop a number. And you think you'd probably be smart enough, I would wait until like the end of the show to show up, so people have to sit and wait. But unless they're going to have a whole gimmick behind it. And I think that's going to be hard for them to do that. But, I don't know. WWE's, I can't, a lot of this kind of like people figured something was up when Stephanie was going to take time off. Mainly when Triple H is going back to work. So, like, now, Triple H it's like they swapped positions. I mean, obviously, Triple H, had his heart issues. Needed time off to recuperate. And then now he's back in the office. And then Stephanie's taking time off for family. Well, we figured they were talking about family issues inside with her and Triple H. I'm wondering if the whole family issues was between what was coming up with Vince having an affair, and it's well known now. And so it's definitely interesting what's been happening. But I still don't think it's as big deal as some of the other scandals. Obviously, like the steroid scandal. I mean, that one could have put him in jail. then, you know, the whole thing with I think back in '06 they had the allegations about him raping or something, sexual harassment with someone in a tanning salon. So, and then, you know, the whole cream team situation with Pat Patterson and those other guys who, the sex scandal. So WWE's had a lot of shady business. And I don't think this is going to take down Vince completely down. I believe once it's done, he'll be resumes right back. Because, like I said, an affair might be a marriage crime. And it is. It's not an actual crime. It might give the company a black eye. It might hurt their value. But I see him resuming control very soon. I mean, unless he is like 76 years old, so I wouldn't doubt it. I mean, the guy wants to be doing this forever. I mean, the guy doesn't even want to give up creative control. So, but I do feel like you let Stephanie and Triple H, like, obviously, well, I mean, you have someone, like, you have Stephanie running the business side, and then her right-hand man on that should be Nick Khan. And then, you know, creative, I give that to Triple H, because he's proven NXT to be a good father to NXT. The black and gold. Before he had the heart issues and, you know, they blew up NXT to become 2.0. That's what I would do. And then obviously he has his own creative team that he can trust. I think that's the best way to go. I think. And then just let Vince retire. I mean, honestly, like I said, I don't think this is going to give him that much of a black eye, because I'm surprised he's stepped down temporarily. But it's going to be interesting about John Laurinaitis, what they're going to do about him, because he was named in this allegations as well. So, and one thing before taking off, I forgot. You know, yeah, I said that there's a rumor he's supposed to be at, well, we know he's going to be on SmackDown, but the rumor is he's supposed to be full character. So, I was thinking if he's in character, he's like, that's right, I fucked her! And John Laurinaitis, he fucked her too! And we paid her money. So, I think that'd be hilarious. But, I don't, honestly, I think the rumors of him being in character is going to be false. But, I mean, it'll be interesting to see what he's going to say. But I just wanted to do that little bit for you. So, I'll talk to you guys later. See you. Bye.